a crappy gas station. That's what the world is. But you think that's what it is. It's just a really crappy place to run until we get to heaven. Or hell, if that's where we're going to go. Hopefully, not everyone's going to go there. Because no one wants to go to hell. At least I hope not. You might have some mental problems if you want to go to hell. That's who it is. We weren't put on this earth to be depressed. God isn't like, you know what? I want you to be sad. I want you to hate life because I'm just a mean God like that. God doesn't do that. He doesn't try to make us hate life. We make ourselves hate life. And no matter how crappy life is, you can still love yourself and still love life. You can have the crappiest life of any person on the planet. And you can still be happy through it all. It's all about your attitude and how you feel. Yeah, you do get depressed, and no one stays away from sadness. I get sad. I get depressed sometimes, but you just move on past it. Just like people try to insult you, be like, oh, you're a freak. Oh, screw you, I don't care. You don't have to worry, because the world will try to put you down and make you feel like you're not the perfect creation God made you. A lot of times no girls will like you, no guys will like you if you're a girl. You don't really worry about that. No girls like me, see what they're missing out on? You just gotta look at it that way. It's like you are God's perfect creation. If you think about if you're one of the girls like, oh, no boys ever would date me, just think about you know what? Look what they're missing out on. I'm God's perfect creation. He made me perfect, just like He wants me to be. They're missing out on it. And same way for guys. Those girls, they don't know how great of a man I am. You just gotta look at it like that. See Porky?
Porky,
ladies, Porky, I think Porky's single back there. But you just can't let the world get down on you. You can't let the world crap on you. And the world will crap on you sometimes.
That's illegal.
You clean yourself off like, oh, I'm covered in crap. You don't sit there and be like, this crap is nice. I get used to this. No, you clean yourself off. You dust it off. Holding on to all your problems. That's where it was sitting there when you're all dirty, covered in crap, and you don't wash it off. You leave it. You want to stay there. Then why do we keep our problems? Don't we want to get rid of our problems? We want to get rid of the crap if we get crap on, but we don't want to get rid of our problems. Why not? You all say, oh no, I don't want to hold my problems. That's stupid. I want to be happy. But yeah, you guys don't. A lot of people don't. Even I do it sometimes. I hold on to my problems. I hold on to my anger and my depression, my sadness. You just gotta let it go. You gotta not be like a hippie and you gotta let go of your problems. It doesn't mean you gotta run away from your problems and hide from life and just smoke drugs and get STDs. But you can't just ignore everything. But you can't just take everything so literally and just care about life so much. You just gotta kind of let it go. Just let go of your problems. Just let God handle everything. Because God always will. God will handle it. And God will always be there for you. Even when you feel like no one likes you. Maybe you got in a fight with your friends. Your girlfriend or boyfriend dumped you. You feel like, oh, everyone hates me. I hate myself. No, not everyone hates you. God loves you. But I'm sure there's always at least someone who loves you. And that's not just kind of God. There's always going to be there's nobody probably everyone hates. Maybe Hitler or something, but even Hitler, people who loved him. Even Hitler, people who loved him. Come on. Even though he was kind of a freak, but people still loved him. I'm not really sure if he deserved love, but he got it. But we just gotta we just can't be so sad. And yeah, we do get sad sometimes and depressed. Be like, no girls like me. No guys will be my friend. I'm a loser. And you're like, you know what? I don't really care. You just move on. No one likes me. Screw them. Look what they're missing. Yeah, that's what you gotta think about. You think like that's kind of weird, but you just gotta do that sometimes. You just gotta think about it and because you're God's perfect creation. Every single one of you is beautiful the way God made you. You don't need to try to become like the world. And you don't need to tell yourself, oh, no, I'm not beautiful. No guys like me. And guys are like, oh, no, I'm not the stud. No girls like me. But the way God made you, even if it doesn't seem right, He did make you to be perfect. You're just the perfect image of God, every single one of you. And yeah, we're all different, but we're all perfect in our own way. And someday, we'll get to heaven, and we won't have to remember all our problems and all our doubt and just all the crap that happened in life. We can move on past it, just forget it all. Heaven sounds pretty awesome. Just get perfect forever. Life's just perfect for all history. No sin, no temptation, no anger, sadness, sorrow, nothing. You know, you get whatever you want, pretty much. Mansion made of cheese. You know, you can have that if you want. Pretty much anything you think about. And if you want that kind of stuff, I don't know why you would, but you get whatever you want. And life's gonna be perfect. You know, but people who try to hold on to the treasures that the earth gives us, you can't hold on to it all forever because that's earthly possessions, and we're gonna lose them all someday. And even Jesus said in the Bible that it's harder for a man to hold up to, or for a rich man to get to heaven than a camel through the eye of a needle. Not like a literal needle, because that's impossible. But they had needles back in Bible days where it's like, they were like little like arcs that you walk through, and it was like really hard for camels to get through. They'd like get on their knees and shuffle in it. But like, Jesus said that it's even harder for a rich man to get in heaven. So you think, oh, I want to hold all my earthly possessions, but I still love God. You gotta let go of some of that stuff sometimes. You know, and just be happy for what you've got, even if you don't have much. You don't need a lot of stuff to be happy. You don't need big boats and freaking like trailer house or RVs and just really expensive toys and all that stuff. You can even be homeless and still be happy. You can be a janitor. I mean, you know, like Dad always says, be happy in what you do. If you're a janitor, maybe you're happy, hey, good job. You may be a janitor, but at least you're happy doing it. You know, and just, you know, like, we just gotta be happy sometimes, even when things get crappy. Like, you guys know Joseph in the Bible, right? With the coat of many colors. You know, his brothers sold him into slavery. For you guys who don't know, I'll kind of explain. His brothers sold him into slavery because they didn't like him, and he had dreams of how, like, someday they would bow down to him. And, you know, they got kind of angry, so they threw him in a ditch, or a well, and, you know, they pulled him out, and they sold him to some guys into slavery. And his dad really loved him. He loved them more than he loved the other sons. So they were all jealous, so that's another reason they sold him to slavery. You know, but Joseph, he went to Egypt as a slave. And life got better because God blessed him. He was a great man of God. And, you know, the guy he worked for, like, he let him work in the house, he gave him anything. He was like Pharaoh's second-hand man that he worked for. But the guy's wife had a little crush on Joseph, so she tried to get him to sleep with him, and then she lied and said he tried to rape her. So he goes to jail. You know, and while he's in jail for no reason, sold into slavery for no reason, he loved God. He became a slave and thrown in jail, gets nothing. And he pretty much got screwed in life for doing nothing wrong. But yet, he still had faith through it, and he was still positive, and he knew God would get him out. And God did get him out, and he ended up becoming the second-hand man in Pharaoh. Like, the most powerful man in the whole country. Pretty much all of the area back then, Egypt was the most powerful country. So if you're the most powerful man in Egypt, you're the most powerful man everywhere. You know, so the only man who would order over him was the Pharaoh. You know, he ended up meeting his brothers again, and he forgave them a lot. That's another thing, you have to forgive people. They may hurt you, but forgiveness is something you have to do. And I just hope you guys will take that into mind and just be happy in life, no matter what happens. You know, don't be depressed. Don't go home and cut yourselves. You know, no one understands. You know, and for people who have hurt you, forgive them. You know, because forgiveness is what you need to do. Even though sometimes it's hard, you have to forgive. And yeah, so thank you guys for listening to my message.
Daddy's proud.
Cody, big boy. He is your son.
He is my son, isn't it obvious?